Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to see you all here. I would like to begin by thanking everyone who helped out with Montreal's Expo 67. I would also like to say thank you to those of you who attended the event, and I hope that you enjoyed yourselves during the past few days. I'd like to give a special thanks to all the very hard-working artists, as well as architects such as Buckminster Fuller, who designed Montreal's now very famous Biodome. I find that this year's expo went very well and that it will be a very large factor in Canadian history. I'm very proud of the fact that everything worked out with little difficulties and obstacles. I would also like to apologize for my beautification process, as Rosopoulos called it. I only had positive intentions for the city, and as Mayor of Montreal, I felt that my actions toward the gay and unemployed community were fully necessary. Thank you for your time. I will now be taking any questions. Yes, you, sir.
John Candy from the New York Times. Why did you want to build a new island for the expo? Why not just host it on top of Mont Royal?
I was hoping someone would ask that question. Well, John, the reason why I chose to construct the new attachment to the Isle St. Helen was simply because the theme of this year's expo was water. Two of the best architects we had this year had several amazing ideas, but could only be best brought out and shown on the waterfront. I also found the show would be most extravagant on a man-made island to show what mankind was capable of.
Thank you. You mind if I ask another question, Mayor Drapeau?
Sure.
Was building the Isle St. Helen expensive? I'm sure it was. Wouldn't it have been cheaper to put it on... Building the Isle St. Helen expensive? I'm sure it was. Wouldn't it have been cheaper to put it on another island or just on the shore of Montreal?
To be honest with you, yes. Building the island was costly, but worth it. I want to show the world what Canadians could do. Isle St. Helen's expansion was a great investment and made the expo just so much better. Now the island and the Expo 67 grounds are a huge part of Montreal and will help Canada to be recognized by the world even more. Next question? Yes, you.
Hey, Don Kedick from the Montreal Post. From what I have heard, you are putting up barriers and fences to block off and cloak the city's less developed and clean communities. Why is this? I would like to hear your answer.
I think that in my situation, my responsibilities as mayor of this city was to make a great impression to the rest of the world. I cloak these communities only to keep the world's attention towards the expo and the more impressive parts of Montreal. I understand it wasn't the smartest idea, but I was willing to do it only to make the expo more impressive, and I didn't want to embarrass my city. Next question?